girls are fighting. I can't believe she bombed Tana like that with the receipts. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is the drama I wanted. I have begged for months. All right, there's two videos here. This one is by T-Spill. Okay, we're getting into the tea content now, all right? We're going back to my roots. We're going back to my roots. This was made a month ago, all right? And it's T-Spill. T-Spill, I think, had the best video on it, to be honest, all right? And this is about Tana Mongeau exposed Alissa Violet. This is so bad, all right? So we're going to watch this one first, and then we're going to go to Alissa Violet's response to it. So, tea content incoming. I have been waiting for this. A good girl fight. That's what we need right now. We need a good girl fight, okay?
Alissa Violet has found herself in some trouble again after this week's episode of Cancelled. Tana and Brooke addressed all the drama with Alissa trying to comfort them over Jason Nash, and they aired everything out. They were not letting Alissa get away with her little Snapchat rant from last week, and they absolutely went in on her. It's a mess, so let's get into it. I don't know what's been going on lately, but every single story this month has somehow managed to involve either Tana, Brooke, or both Tana and Brooke, and that trend is continuing again today. As you guys know, last week Alissa—
Yeah, Brooke just got canceled for a racist tweet she did back in the day. And can we talk about Alissa Violet for a second? Those of you who know Alissa Violet, I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not saying she's not pretty, okay? What the fuck happened to her face? What happened to her face? Yeah, Jake Paul's ex. What happened to her face? This does not look like Alissa Violet. That is not the same Alissa Violet who left Jake Paul and went to FaZe Banks. That's not the same Alissa Violet. What the fuck happened to her face? Bro, hold on. We're going on a field trip. Give me a second. Alissa Violet and Rice Gum. All right, hold on. Bro, this is not the same Alissa Violet. Okay, hold on. Let's get where she starts rapping. Hold on. Wait, is she rapping here? Oh wait, they ain't started yet. Hold on. Okay, here. This is Alissa Violet. This is the Alissa Violet I know.
Your own brother, I don't really get it though. Stop bragging, just accept nobody.
What happened to her face? What happened to her face? What happened to her?
Everybody knows your
She
Disney
was
show.
so cute.
Hey, bro, with the same bully flow. Bully at school, now you bullying your—
Okay, I will say this track did kind of hit. I don't care what anybody says. But she was so cute.
Bro, this your own brother, I don't really get it though. Stop bragging, just accept nobody knows your Disney show. Should've never cheated now, never.
She was so cute. What happened?
The Violet decided to get on her Snapchat and call Tana Mongeau out for making fun of some girl's TikTok about being unplugged from drama and being with nature.
These TikToks kill me. Like, first of all, congratulations, Diva, you've been picked.
Tana, why are we shaming people for like active—
That is not the same Alissa Violet. When I first saw that was Alissa Violet, I was like, girl, what happened? You used to be so cute.
not wanting to be a part of drama or know about drama and like choose to remove themselves from
It might be the eyebrows. Oh my God. It might actually be the eyebrows and lip filler. But I think it's the eyebrows. I think you're right.
activity in the world.
But we quickly learned Alissa wasn't lashing out.
Yeah, see? She looks really, she's a pretty girl. She looks so much better with the darker eyebrows. It's the eyebrows. Yep, it's the eyebrows. That's exactly what it is. Okay.
Simply because of this random girl's TikTok. She had a bigger motive. She was coming for Tana because of the recent storytime page told on Cancelled involving Tessa Brooks. Tessa got a ton of backlash from that story, and since Alissa and Tessa are best friends, Alissa decided to also come for Tana. She later put out a TikTok calling Tana out for making fun of Jason Nash. Tana's made a handful of TikToks throughout the year poking fun at Jason's new job as a live stream panhandler.
At least I'm not Jason Nash.
I mean facts. At least you're not Jason Nash. I mean facts. Facts upon facts upon facts. Who would want to be Jason Nash? Just saying.
Like, At least I'm just not Jason Nash.
And for some reason, Alissa took offense to it and felt the need to defend Jason Nash.
Tana, I know your job, and I know that like you're supposed to be like talking about drama all the time, and that's literally your job on your podcast. But for coming to come for somebody that's literally just trying to make a simple living on like just going live on TikTok, trying to make ends meet. Like, he's a middle-aged man, like he has kids, he has to make money for his kids' school, like all this stuff. Not everybody can post a butt picture on OnlyFans, like, and make $1 million, okay? That's like unheard of. And I know you're BFFs with Trisha and you're on that side, but it's like, what's not cool is to shame, okay? Let's grow up. It's like, when did shaming become okay? Like,
That's not weird.
like,
And as you
Oh my god, they've been fighting for a month. These girls have literally been fighting for a month.
guys can probably guess, this video did not go over well. Not only was she laughing with her friend and shaming Tana for doing OF, but she was also defending Jason Nash. Choices were definitely made and people couldn't figure out why. Why go so hard for someone that you don't seem to be friends with, someone who's made pretty horrible choices and done some pretty horrible things? Well, it looks like we finally have our answer. For the last few days, Alissa Violet has been in London with Porsche, and guess who she seems to be very close friends with? Natalie. Natalie from the Vlog Squad, Natalie, David's partner.
Oh, there we go. There we go. The girls are fighting.
In crime, literally, Natalie, who allegedly forged Jeff's signature on an incident report after he nearly died, that Natalie. She's been traveling all over London with Alissa all week, and you just know that connection has something to do with her dislike of Tana. Tana is very close friends with Trisha and Jeff, and those are two people who don't mix well with David and Natalie. Ever since all this drama went down, people have been anxiously awaiting for Tana and Brooke to sit down and talk about the drama going on with Alissa, and they finally did in this week's episode. The episode is titled, Tana Has Beef with Alissa Violet, and the information they reveal about Alissa is pretty shocking. Tana started off the segment with a little poem paying tribute to her drama with Alissa. In this poem, Tana said if Alissa wasn't dating Marshmallow, she would have to go out and find a different job. She talked about Alissa.
Wait, Alyssa's dating Marshmallow? I didn't know that.
Using David for his pool, and how she's pretty much known as a mean girl around LA.
Alissa. What are we going to do? You've caused us a big mess with your mean girl stew. Alternate line. I think that it's time to put down the cauldron and broom.
I love her. I'm sorry. Y'all kiss my ass. I don't care that y'all don't like Tana. I do not care. I like me some Tana. You know why I like Tana? Because she brings the petty. And I love me some petty. I do love me some petty. I love me some petty. Okay? That's the kind of drama I want to cover. I want to cover petty. All right? I'm so tired of talking about children and underage people. I'm tired, okay? I want a good petty fight.
This mess, just so you can use David's pool. You came at me for shaming, but then said I sell my hole. But if it weren't for Marshmallow, you'd be on a pole.
Ooh.
Dying on a hill
Ooh.
for Jason Nash. I suggest you shut your trap before you're both doing DoorDash.
And it sounds like Tana realizes that
I love Tana. I don't care what y'all say. I love Tana. I respect the petty. I respect it.
this has nothing to do with Alissa having strong feelings about the girl in the tree. She recognized that this has everything to do with where Alissa stands with David, Jason, and Natalie versus where Tana stands with Jeff and Trisha. She also pointed out how hypocritical Alissa was in her TikTok about Tana. Alissa was trying to say that we shouldn't be judging Jason for begging for galaxies on TikTok because he's just trying to earn a living and feed his kids, and no one should be shamed for their work, all while actively shading Tana for doing OnlyFans.
so you have your job, you have your podcast, right? And you have OnlyFans, and you post pictures to make money, correct? Yes. So then he goes on live to also make money. So he's being shamed because he doesn't want to. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
And Tana was not happy.
Listen, she just don't like Jason Nash. Guess what we do when we don't like somebody? We talk shit about them. Okay? We talk shit about them. Period. That's all that's happening. Tana is just talking trash about Jason Nash. You just feel like you're emboldened enough to say something back, which is fair. Okay? Listen. I like Tana, but at the same time, if Tana was talking shit about somebody that she's friends with, she has all rights to say something back. All right? If you said it publicly, somebody has the right to tell you and call you out for it. All right? But it makes a perfect fight, and I love it, and I'm covering it, and I don't care what anybody says. Okay? This is good T-channel shit right here. This is amazing T-channel shit. I love it.
I've never seen them go off this hard on an influencer ever before.
Giving Regina and Katie are in the car and like, we're gonna be giving TikTok about Tiana. She's such a big jump at right, yeah, right. Suck me, okay? She goes to talk about how I sell my on OnlyFans. First of all, I never have. Second of all, I'm gonna now out of spite, okay? Where do you get off?
She goes, And you're gonna get on me for selling my hole on OnlyFans. And you know what? First of all, I never have, but now I just might, out of spite. I know that's right, Tana. I know that's right, Tana. Sell your hole. Prove that bitch wrong.
Get off!
And that's when Tana revealed that allegedly Alissa has asked Tana how to make an OF and said she wanted to make one because she has no money.
You know how many times I've been out with Alyssa Violet and she's asked me if she should start an OnlyFans if I can help her because she has no money? And then you're gonna come online and shame me? That's what I heard. Jaw swinging, asking me about fans.
They also...
Ooh, now Tana done dropped some tea. Tana done said that Alyssa Violet asked her should she start an OnlyFans and how should she do it. Oh. Ooh.
Brought up how at the height of Alyssa's career back in like 2016, 2017, she was also constantly in drama herself. She literally made one of the most iconic diss tracks on YouTube.
Facts.
Her entire career was built off of drama, and Tana and Brooke find it extremely hypocritical for her to now act like she's so above it. Tana also revealed that ever since this drama with Alyssa popped off, she's been receiving...
Okay, wait, I couldn't hit the pause button fast enough for that one. But hold on, let's go through that one again because T-Spill makes a really good point.
Back in like 2016, 2017, she was also constantly in drama herself. She literally made one of the most iconic diss tracks on YouTube. Her entire career was built off of drama, and Tana and Brooke...
Period, point blank, period. She was in the middle when Jake and Logan were fighting, and the diss tracks were flying everywhere, and she ended up being at the end of Logan's diss track, all right, and kissing Logan because she ended up sleeping with Logan. Whatever, all right? And then she left Drake to go to Banks' house, and she lived with Banks, and then there was a bunch of drama with that. Banks and Jake always going at it each other. And then she did the diss track with Rice Gum, who also lived in that house, to go up against Jake Paul. And then... here comes Shane Dawson. Remember how I always tell y'all Shane Dawson is in the middle of some shit? He's always in the middle of some shit. Shane Dawson decided that he wanted to make a documentary on Jake Paul, basically calling him a sociopath. And who do you think showed up in this documentary? Miss Alyssa Violet. Amazing, isn't it? Now I know this girl is not talking about somebody always being in the middle of drama. Drama made your career, girl. Drama completely made your career. And that's the truth. That's the facts. Jack?
Find it extremely hypocritical for her to now act like she's so above it. Tana also revealed that ever since this drama with Alyssa popped off, she's been receiving endless texts from all these different influencers telling her that they also had horrible experiences with Alyssa.
When all this started happening, I woke up to like 15 texts from influencers, people like with lots and lots of followers, begging to come sit on this podcast and do a testimonial of a time that Alyssa Violet was horrible to them.
Included in that list of influencers who've had horrible experiences with Alyssa Violet is Brooke Schofield. Last week, after Alyssa came for Tana, Brooke came to Tana's defense and called Alyssa out for her Depop.
I'm wondering if everyone remembers a couple months ago when Alyssa Violet went on Depop.
Alyssa was using these drama-filled captions to bring attention to her clothes that she was trying to sell, and in one of these captions, she brought up Paige Lorenz, and then asked if they could be friends, even though she's previously hooked up with Alyssa's ex.
Oh my God, this is so messy. I love it. I love it.
Made this whole TikTok about it, and she did get some information wrong and was over-exaggerating just slightly.
And I remember one of them was like, yeah, I wore this dress out one night. I had the best night ever. I was looking amazing, feeling amazing, and then this dumb whore tried to steal my boyfriend, and her name was Paige Lorenz. And so I'm just wondering if that's the same girl because...
Okay, maybe she over-exaggerated a lot, but she did end up putting out another TikTok correcting herself. Well, Brooke revealed that Alyssa was not happy with her for over-exaggerating what she said on Depop, and she sent her a bunch of angry messages.
Listen, these are... It's like one girl group fighting another girl group. So it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. The only thing you could do is sit back, watch it, and laugh. I'm on Team Tana, though. Just saying. And I'm on Team Tana only because Alyssa bleached her eyebrows. That right there was the deciding factor for me.
She goes on to say that your most recent TikTok is not an accurate description of my Depop caption, okay? It's so easy, you could have just Googled it. That's what she said. This is why podcasts and TikToks are so toxic and dangerous because they spread misinformation like wildfire. Sorry. The entire point I made with Tana was to not support cyberbullying, and everybody made it about Jason Nash, which was not my point. Like I told Tana earlier, I cannot wrap my head around how some people use this platform we were given to spread constant, targeted, incessant hate toward others. Alyssa, be so for real.
Eventually, after a lot of back and forth, Brooke and Alyssa just decided to call each other and try to talk things out, but that didn't seem to help. Alyssa wanted Brooke to delete the video with the misinformation, and at first, it sounded like Brooke was considering it until Alyssa said this.
You know that your video is getting a lot of attention just because people are watching your Clinton Kane series. And I want to go on record and say, Alyssa, I have been getting so many views, so many more views than you for so long, long before my 14-part series about Clinton Kane.
Ooh, ooh, oh damn, she's little broing her.
It is actually ridiculous, okay?
Brooke and Tana said that overall, Alyssa just isn't
That is such a pretty... Okay. This Alissa right here, she is so pretty in this picture. She's such a pretty girl. Alissa is such a pretty girl in this picture. I love this picture of her. That's actually one of my favorite pictures of her.
Nice person. They've both had experiences with her that weren't the best, and they've also heard stories from different people in LA who also feel like she's a mean girl.
Amari was telling me how like the 35th time he hung out with her and me like all night. For a while, she tried to treat him like he was a waiter.
I remember specifically, I mean, like a suite with her at Caesar's Palace, she doesn't say a word to me. I've met her 1,000 times. We'll be standing in a circle of 3 people and she won't look in my eyes. I know who
and
you
it's
are.
always been that. Like anytime I've ever been with Alissa, like even like Lele's wedding, it's like she wants to sit in the corner and talk shit about everyone else and laugh at other people's looks and their whatever. And it's like
10 girls off the top of my head.
She's a mean girl. There's so many of y'all over there. It's the Los Angeles Mean Girls. Y'all are known for being mean. Everybody else knows y'all for being mean girls.
Who have horrible experiences with Alissa Violet. That's just the facts, okay?
And Alissa even invited herself on the Canceled podcast to talk about their drama and clear the air.
So on the phone, she's saying, if you want me to come on the podcast and clear it up, I'm like, respectfully, we have only the most elite of talent on
no
the
one else
Canceled
will come on.
podcast.
It's just Trisha Paytas.
Now, Brooke did end up deleting that video that had the misinformation in it, and that seemed to be the end of that. Until Brooke went on Just Trish. Trisha and Brooke were talking about the drama with Alissa, and Brooke was honest with Trisha and told her,
oh God, we're gonna get Trisha Paytas involved. Yes! 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 We're getting Trisha Paytas involved. Let's go!
her that she thinks Alissa is a mean girl.
It was so out of pocket. So you know what? After that, I was like, you're mean. Like, that's mean.
Which prompted Alissa to message Brooke all over again. Brooke read out the messages Alissa sent her, and it sounds like Alissa felt caught off guard seeing Brooke go on Just Trish and talk about her when she felt like they cleared things up over the phone.
Girl, you are so messy. I just saw a clip from Trisha's podcast and I am so sad. I thought we had a good talk and you said you understood my point. I did understand her point, okay?
Remember that movie?
She said you completely 180'd with what you told me originally. It's very disappointing. Also, you made up a few random lies about me out of nowhere. It was interesting. I distinctly remember how we spoke on spreading misinformation and fabrication could be damaging and harmful, and you agreed. Yeah, you completely.
You said I saw my hole. I don't.
Well, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about how I said that she had inquired about to you.
Alissa then told Brooke that by doing the canceled podcast, she was trading in her morality for a paycheck and was only defending Tana because Tana gave her a career as an influencer.
She said,
well, okay. All right, wait a minute. So Alissa tells Brooke that Tana gave you your job as an influencer. Alissa, who gave you your job? The Paul brothers, FaZe Banks. That's who gave you your job. Just saying. You can't throw that stone, honey. You are completely living in a glass house throwing that stone. Ma'am, you can't say that to people. Just saying.
I understand you have to publicly defend your co-host who gave you your career, but to throw me under the bus after you privately told me something so different is wild. I sincerely hope these paychecks are worth your morality, girl. Unfortunately, there's a reason nobody wants to come on the podcast, and this is a huge part. Actually, Alissa, you want to come on the podcast. You asked me yesterday, you weird.
Yeah, you weird bitch. I fucking love this. I'm sorry. I love this.
Sorry.
So it's safe to say Alissa and Brooke won't be friends anytime soon. Since this episode was released, Alissa has had to turn her comments off because of all the backlash. All her comment sections were filled with people on Team Tana and Brooke making references back to the canceled episode. We had people writing, even the paparazzi team Brooke, are you at David's pool right now? How is the skiing trip? Jaw swinging is crazy. But I have a feeling Alissa is loving all this extra traffic to her profile right now because she decided to launch a new subscription service. She announced—
Oh ho ho! See? Okay. See, here's the thing about these influencers. And you saw this a lot with like Xylie Star, a lot of the, what's her name? The one with the hairy lipsticks. Jaclyn Hill. They always see, especially Xylie Star. Xylie Star was the worst one for this. Every time Xylie Star was in the middle of a drama, or he started a drama, or he involved himself in a drama, he always had something coming out. He always had a makeup line coming out. So if you knew that he was coming out with a makeup line in September, you knew come August or the beginning of September, he was going to be in a drama. It was like clockwork every time. And that's what these influencers do. They will literally take drama and use it to sell shit. It's hilarious.
Announced that she was joining fanfics and told people if they wanted to see receipts on the current drama going on, they could subscribe to her fanfics for $5 a month.
Okay, so I know I casually mentioned this in a YouTube video like a couple of months ago, but I have finally decided to launch my fanfics account. For those of you who don't know what fanfics is, this is just going to be a place where I can respond to all your messages, DM back and forth, and just post like exclusive, fun, behind-the-scenes content of all the going on in my life. That includes like pictures that don't make it to Instagram, maybe like YouTube clips that don't make it to YouTube, maybe some casual tea spilling, maybe some receipts due to recent circumstances, and yeah.
What ironic timing. Now in this episode—
Yeah, that is ironic, isn't it? amazing.
So Tana and Brooke also talked about Jason Nash. Tana said with everything Jason Nash has done, he should feel lucky that the only thing that Tana is bringing up is his begging.
For everything Jason Nash has done, he is lucky that the main focus is his problem with panhandling for those cowboy hats.
And it's true.
She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. Tana's actually speaking truth right there. Because Jason Nash has a reputation. Because he's done some dirt. Oh yeah. And the thing is, it's like unspoken. They all know it. They all know it, but no one really truly puts it out there. We only know a little bit, like bits and pieces, but no one truly puts it out there. He has a reputation.
There is so much worse Tana could be dragging Jason for. For years now, people have been bringing up all the creepy clips of Jason talking about trying to kiss Tana when she was freshly 18, and Tana's never really had a deep conversation online about that. Until now.
Okay, I went back the other day for the very first time ever in my life, and watched these videos of Jason and I when I've been 18 for a week, right? And he's trying to kiss me. And again, I also lived that. Like, I will never forget being in that dressing room with Jason Nash and he's trying to kiss me. And I'm like, what the is my life come to, right? This is not what I signed up for the vlog.
Tana brought up those clips and said that she was watching them back the other day and remembers how gross and uncomfortable he made her feel.
When you go back and you see all of that content that lives forever, it's disgusting.
So you can see Tana bringing up him begging on TikTok here and there is nothing compared to what she really could be dragging him for. Finally, the last...
She don't like his ass. He was being a creepy dude. Listen, if you try to kiss a girl and they don't want to be kissed, stop. I mean, she was 18 at the time, so you know what I mean when I say girl, like a woman. If you try to kiss a woman and she don't want to be kissed, stop. Don't keep trying to do it.
That story actually has to do with Tana and Brooke's Patreon. They launched their Patreon in this episode for $10 a month and said they were going to be revealing extra tea over on there. And judging by how many likes they got on their first upload, it looks like they already have well over 6,000 people signed up. Since so many people signed up, a lot of tea that they've spilled in the episode has leaked and has started to make headlines. It came out through the leaks that Zach Sang is trying to sue Brooke. An article about the episode came out and it says, in Brooke and Tana's latest Patreon conversation, Brooke shared that Zach now wants to sue her. I got a call saying that he is threatening legal action because I have done what he considers to be irreparable damage to his career, she said.
These girls, they are in some shit.
Something tells me trying to take legal action against her is...
Okay, I don't care about that part. All right, so Miss Alissa Violet has come out with a response, and I have not watched this yet. And I feel like what Nick was talking about was on this. So, Alissa Violet, my response. Let's do it. Alissa, you look so much better with darker eyebrows. Oh my God. You look so much better. Keep the dark eyebrows, baby.
Okay. Let's get into it, shall we? This is gonna be the only video that I'm doing on this.
Okay, yes, it was the eyebrows. Whoever said it was the eyebrows, you were 100% correct. Look, she looks normal. She looks older because she doesn't have the baby face anymore. And I'm sure she's had some kind of work done, but it was the fucking eyebrows. Because her eyebrows made her face, like, her forehead bigger. It was the eyebrows. Because she looks so much better here. She's pretty. She's so pretty. Keep your eyebrows dark, baby girl. You're so pretty. You don't need to do that.
Let's get into it, shall we? This is gonna be the only video that I'm doing on this topic. I'm not gonna drag this on for weeks for clips and clout and views. I'm only doing this for my truth. So if people decide to talk beyond this and continue this narrative and spread misinformation and slander, I don't care enough to be a part of that. I've come way too far and worked on myself too much just to fall back into internet drama. Trust me. You guys are more than welcome to form your own opinions. I'm not gonna try to direct you into thinking that I'm a perfect person. I'm actually far from it. I'm human. I make mistakes just like the rest of us. I received
This gonna be good. It's only 12 minutes long.
thousands of comments, DMs, TikToks, tags, etc. pretty much telling me how awful of a human being I am, and believe me, I'm seeing it all, and I have been. As much as I'd love to ignore this entire situation, turn my comments off, and hope that this all blows over, I really don't feel comfortable doing that, because if I were to stay silent, then it's validating what everybody's saying and have been saying and making it true, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm sure you're all aware by now that I've gotten myself into a little bit of a pickle, and it's completely my own doing, 100% my fault, and I take responsibility for that. I am a firm believer in holding people accountable for their actions and addressing their wrongdoings, so let's start at the beginning. So this all started because for 2 weeks straight, I saw this creator named Tana Mongeau make video after video making fun of other creators on TikTok. She also has a podcast where her and her co-hosts sit on a couch once a week and negatively gossip about Los Angeles celebrity drama. So
I mean, yeah, they do. Listen, Tana and Brooke's podcast is really like a drama podcast. They talk about drama. It's always amazing to me how people will sling shit at drama channels until one day they either want us to cover something for them or they want to be on it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to me. They hate us until they need us. Just saying.
I saw a few TikTok clips from their podcast, and Tana's assistant had a very nasty story about this other creator who happens to be a very good friend of mine. This story sounded so absolutely bogus to me, so I actually confirmed later on from a couple other creators, one of them being Tana's podcast co-host Brooke on the phone, pretty much confirming that this never happened and the whole story was fabricated in order to get views and a story for the podcast. So this creator, my good friend, was getting so much hate due to this fake encounter that she had to turn off her commenting, stop posting altogether, and pause all of her paid collaborations. She was receiving death threats. So
Wait, she's wearing a t-shirt saying meanest in LA. Oh my God, no she's not. No she's not. She's leaning into it. Okay, respect. I got respect for Alissa. I'm sorry. Instant respect for Alissa. Because remember how Tana said that they're just like she's a mean girl? Tana literally called her a mean girl, and she's wearing a t-shirt saying meanest in LA. Respect. Respect. She's leaning into it. She got my respect for that one. I'm sorry. You go, girl. Speak your truth.
Moving forward, over the next few days, I continue scrolling on TikTok and I continue seeing Tana and her co-host continue to allude to this fake encounter and keep using my good friend's name because her name was getting the most tags and views. This light sucks. Sorry, I need the light. Then I continue to see Tana post targeted and incessant hate videos to other creators on the platform. One of them was an older man that happens to go live a lot, so she would constantly belittle and harass this man to send her large fan base to go and make fun of him and bully him pretty much.
Okay, it's not just an older man. It would be Jason Nash. That's who she's talking about. She's talking about Jason Nash.
Now this didn't sit right with me for a number of reasons, so being in the community as a fellow creator, I decided to respond to her TikTok with my own, saying, hey, let's not bully someone for trying to make money, you know? Not everyone can take a nude photograph on OnlyFans and make $1 million like you, Tana. And that was misconstrued as being shady and contradicting. I meant no shade with that. So after I posted that video, I woke up and I realized that I messed up tremendously. I wasn't aware that this creator had passed with Tana. I'm aware that he had a very public relationship with another popular creator, but that's all I knew. Although I'm also friends with this creator off camera, it wasn't until after I posted my video that I became more familiar with this creator's past, and for that, I genuinely do apologize for not—
Okay, Alissa, you got me. You got me. So Alissa went back and found out about Jason Nash, and then she was like, wait a minute, hold up, I was wrong. Okay, I like an accountability queen. I get it.
Not doing my research, I jumped the gun and I spoke on something that I shouldn't have, and for that I am sorry. Although my video was misinterpreted, my original intentions do stay, and I'm sticking with that. I don't believe in shaming or bullying other people, and I don't believe in misinformation or slander of any kind. Podcasts can be so toxic and dangerous because everything turns into a he said, she said scenario because there's no fact checking. I could technically go on a podcast and fabricate an entire story about somebody and speak as if it's a fact, and the internet would just believe me, and my audience would go and attack that person.
Yeah, we saw that with the liar McLiarson, who was talking about Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband when he went on Do We Know Them podcast, and he was like basically feeding them bullshit, and they sat there and believed it and didn't, fact check it or anything. Yeah, so that is true. That can happen. That absolutely can happen. Johnny, yeah. When Johnny went on there and he bullshitted them.
I don't think that's fair, and I definitely don't believe in weaponizing a fan base. Since I made my first video, I've tried to handle this offline, behind closed doors, to avoid more attention, and I've spoke to these girls separately. So then, on her podcast, Tana and her co-host Brooke made some pretty serious accusations about me, one of which saying I was inquiring to Tana about making an OnlyFans account, therefore implying that I'm some sort of hypocrite. I'm gonna show my conversations with her throughout the years regarding—
we came with receipts! Receipts, I tell you! Let's read the receipts. Okay. Tell me your thoughts on OnlyFans. There's no amount of money in the world. Ha ha ha. Respect it. Had to ask. Why? I was going to pitch making you a fucking bag. How? To make an OnlyFans? Yeah, you'd make multi-millions. No question. To show nothing. Wait. Tana was pitching. Wait, the gray is Tana. I was going to pitch you making you a fucking bag, LMAO. How? To make an OnlyFans? Yeah, you'd make multi-millions, no question, and show nothing. The second I announced that I made an OnlyFans, even if I posted pictures of my dogs, everyone would assume the worst, even without seeing what I'm posting. Then people who purchased the thing would feel scam and start a controversy. Can't win. Then Tana goes, I mean, you could wildly control the narrative like everyone does it, and people, I feel like, no longer thinks it's the worst. They would know you're in your bag. I also truly feel like no one would feel scammed. Everyone does that. As long as you don't overpromise and underdeliver, it could legit be photos and just not make it to Instagram. Also, at the end of the day, you have a fuck ton of male followers who are going to sexualize you regardless. Regardless, might as well make a killing off that. Side note as well, on my second OnlyFans page, Tana Gone Wild, Girl, you got 2 OnlyFans? I vlog weekly. I vlog me drinking, being fun and wild, etc. People have always loved you vlogging so much. You could do a weekly 10-minute vlog that you don't even edit and make a minimum of $500K a month off that. Jesus Christ. And then you can promote it like watch my exclusive vlogs. You should do that. Oh my God. That's wild. I'll think about it. Like dead ass vlogs. We should make our own app that has exclusive content. And you could promote it with full honesty. I know, but swear to God, people make the fucking most on OnlyFans. Like, you'll be buying a house and a Lambo after 6 months, bitch. Okay? So, they were sharing some and she went, ho. And Alissa says, hey, at the doctor, are you going to Layla's? And then she's replying to stories, started OnlyFans, we're begging, never, I knew, damn it, had to try, I'm yelling. Oh, Tana. Wait a minute. Didn't Tana say that Alissa was asking her about an OnlyFans? Tana lied. Tana stretched that truth. Oh, Tana. She said Alissa asked her. But it looks like here, it's literally Tana starting the conversation. Tell me your thoughts on OnlyFans. Ooh. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Regarding this, and I've always politely declined. Pause to read. Another accusation was that I texted her co-host Brooke that Tana gave you a career, when in fact I texted who you said gave you a career.
Oh! Oh! Girl, you are so messy. I just saw a clip from Trish's podcast and I'm so sad. I thought we had a good talk and you said you understood my point. You completely 180 with that. You told me originally, it's just disappointing. Also made up a few random lies about me out of nowhere. That was interesting. I distinctly remember we spoke on how spreading misinformation and fabrication can be so damaging and harmful, and you agreed, yet you completely did the same about me. I understand you have to publicly defend your co-host who you said gave you a career, but to throw me under the bus after you privately told me something so different is wild. I sincerely hope these paychecks are worth your morality, girl. Unfortunately, there's a reason nobody wants to come on the podcast. This is a huge part. Alissa is coming out with the receipts. Oh my God, Alissa, no. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is the drama I wanted. I have begged for months.
Career. This is all alluding to the conversation Brooke and I had on the phone a week prior, where Brooke said the words.
Wait. Brooke said something else here. Alissa, be for real. You called me and said your piece. Okay. All right, we're not watching. We don't have the rest of that.
Who you said gave you a career. This is all alluding to the conversation Brooke and I had on the phone a week prior, where Brooke said the words, and I quote, I have to be careful because it's Tana's podcast and she's pretty much gave me a career, so I don't have any editing rights, end quote. Brooke said that, I didn't.
Ooh. Aw, shit. I love it when the girls fight. You know one thing I love about girls fighting? There's at least one of them that's going to be in the fight that's going to bring out all the receipts and not give a shit. I love it. I fucking love it.
I think that's mean. I would never tell somebody that. Brooke also stated her distaste for the gossip and drama surrounding the podcast and hates spreading misinformation. I actually had a really good conversation with her on the phone, and I thought she was like a super sweet, well-rounded person with good intentions and a good heart, a good head on her shoulders. I actually followed her on TikTok right after that call. I thought she was cool. Never in my life would I think that this woman would completely 180 flip-flop on me and go off on her next podcast. So fast forward to their episode, they proceed to bully me and write a poem about me and share stories and come to the conclusion.
Okay, I don't think they were bullying you. I think that's the wrong word. They were talking shit. All right, they were talking shit.
And that I'm the meanest girl in LA. After they already...
I love that t-shirt. Meanest girl in LA. The girls are fighting. They're fighting.
Slandered my name and came up with false accusations. Tana, I didn't realize that you had such a problem with me. We've always been cordial. I've never said anything bad about you to this day. I could have said something when you hooked up with my ex, when you tried to continue to hook up with my ex after we broke up, when you married my other ex on camera after I came out about my abuse with him. So I've stayed fine with you throughout all that, so...
Wait.
You to this day. I could have said something when you hooked up with my ex, when you tried to continue to hook up with my ex after we broke up, when you married...
Wait, which ex are you talking about? Continue to hook up with my ex after we broke up. Now, I know about the married ex, that's Jake. But is she still talking about Jake? Is all of those Jake? Or was it somebody else? Tana, did you hook up with Tana, did you hook up with FaZe Banks? Let me find out, you hussy. Did you hook up with FaZe Banks? Let me find out you hooked up with FaZe Banks. Ma'am. Oh.
My other ex on camera after I came out about my abuse with him. So I've stayed fine with you throughout all that.
Oh, it is Banks? It is Banks? Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God, what is wrong with these girls? What's wrong? What are y'all doing? Holy shit.
So I'm confused where all this is coming from. To be clear, I don't have a problem with you when I could have for a very long time. Okay, so moving forward.
Moving forward.
Entire theme of this is that Alyssa's a mean girl, right? But they're leaving out some very important context of 2016, 2017, 2018 peak toxic LA clout culture with vultures every which way and everyone's fake trying to ladder climb and use everyone to get to where they want to be.
And that's exactly what 2016, 17, and 18 was. And everybody wanted to move to LA because that's where you went. That's where all the influencers were. And it was very much clout culture. That's true. That's very true. She's spitting facts right there.
B, everyone during this time of my life was trying to use me for one thing or another. Guys were trying to hook up with me. Older business people were trying to finesse me and steal from me. Girls were trying to be fake nice and interested in being my friend when realistically they just wanted a career from me. And half of them were either actively f***ing my boyfriend at the time and the next day, sometimes even the same night, approaching me and trying to be my friend. So I'm not gonna sit there and pretend to be nice to these people. I was cordial and I gave these people way more respect than they ever deserved. I was so young and insecure and in one of the most toxic relationships of my life. All of my boyfriends were cheating on me with the entire county of Los Angeles, not to mention New York and Miami. I started companies with people, I got screwed out of contracts, money withheld, and I genuinely thought every single person in the world was fake and phony and out to get me and was gonna take advantage of me once again. I had the most insane trust issues, and to this day I still do, which I'm obviously been working on, which I'm proud of. I'd be surprised if I wasn't a little bit jaded after everything I went through. So yes, I have historically been a bitch, and that was on purpose.
I have historically been a bitch, and that's on purpose. Girl, I feel you. I feel you. I get it. I respect it. She says it. I historically was a bitch, and it was on purpose. Yeah, I felt that shit so hard. Exactly. Fair. Fair. I mean, that's a fair take. I respect it. I absolutely respect it.
I wanted to be so unapproachable and scary that nobody would ever fuck me over again. After being fucked over and taken advantage of 1,000 times over, it was the only defense mechanism that I had left.
Damn right. Damn right. And that's exactly the reason why my circle is small. After 2022 and 2023, my circle is small. And I do not take any more applications for friendship. Because y'all have been on, the people who have watched me long enough, y'all know what I have gone through. It started to become a meme going, well, Xylie just lost another friend, okay? It has gotten to the point where it became a meme, and I am no longer taking applications for friends. Not doing it. Nope, no more friends for Xylie. Keep your circle small.
And I don't want to spin this into me being a victim or saying that this is justifying anything, because it's not. But for those people to drag this mean girl persona thing with those parts missing is absolutely insane. And to anybody who I was rude to in person who didn't deserve it, and I know there must have been a few, I genuinely am very sorry. I know that.
Oh, and she even took her glasses off when she said that.
That wasn't right, and I'm 100% taking responsibility for that. Hurt people, and God knows that I was hurt. It's been years since I decided to turn a new leaf and start the process of the inner working and healing. It was actually right after my 25th birthday that my two best friends sat me down and was like, hey, you're kind of like a bitch, so let's calm down. So I decided.
That's something Skip would do! Matter of fact, no, Skip has done that. She just didn't, like, literally sit me down because, you know, I've never met Skip IRL, but I've known Skip long enough, and she has literally sent me a message, something to effect going, Xylie, you were being a bitch. You need to calm your ass down. I don't know how many times Skip has messaged me and said that. Xylie, you were being a bit of a bitch. You need to calm your ass down. Listen, Skip, I will say this. Skip has known me the longest, you know, out of my friend group, like my friend group on the internet. Skip has known me the longest, and I swear to God, she is the most blunt out of everybody. The one thing I'll know is Skip will really tell me how she feels about a situation. 100%. Yeah, she a real one. 100%.
Decided to change right after that. I think that was my quarter life crisis that I was going through. I'm still learning, but I will say this. I have learned to have and make healthy boundaries for myself, and I would honestly rather be mean and a bitch than to be way too nice and to be taken advantage of, once again, for the millionth time in my life. I'm not nice to people that I don't like. It's that simple. I'm not a fake person.
I mean, period. Period. I can be cordial, but I'm not gonna be nice to you. I'm not gonna, you know, be like, hey girl, hey. I'll be like, what's up? You'll get a what's up out of me. You'll be lucky if you get a how are you doing if I don't like you. If I really, really don't like you, you're lucky if you get that. You ain't going to get a hey girl, hey. Just like.
I don't have to be nice to anybody that I don't like, and I think that should be okay. For example, if you come up to me at a party and start acting really weird and following me around and then randomly throw in, hey, by the way, sorry, I f***ed your ex, ha ha ha, are we still gonna be friends? I'm gonna be like, no, get the f*** out of here, and I'm gonna tell people about it because now I don't like you. Don't come up to me at a party and try to flex that you hooked up with a man who ruined my life for all these years. Just don't do that. Don't be weird. But I think the misconception here is that I'm a bitch or I'm a mean girl to everyone that I come in contact with, which is just not the case. Again, if you got caught.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me, okay, so she said her friend sat her down on her 25th birthday, okay, and said, hey, listen, you're being a bitch. So all those years that she was being bitchy to everybody, she got a reputation for being a bitch. That's what happened. She got a reputation for being a bitch. And she said herself she was being a bitch on purpose. So she got that reputation, and that's why she's known as the meanest girl in LA. She literally did that, you know?
Caught in the crossfire of 2018, 19, 2017, like all those years, even 2020 even, and 2021. I was a bitch, and I was fucking mean to some people, especially girls, because I just assumed that they were hooking up with my ex, because most of them were. But I am sorry, again. I'm in therapy. I've changed a lot over the years. I'm really proud of how far I've come. And that's why I came back to you too, because I feel genuinely like a better person. I'm still a bitch, but when it's warranted.
I mean, respect. There's nothing wrong with being a bitch. You just gotta know when to pull it off. That's all, you know.
I do want to address Amari and personally apologize. If that's your story with me, I'm not going to try and take that away from you, and I'm not going to try to discredit that. That's your story with me, and that's fine. I am sorry for being rude to you in passing. I think I just automatically saw you as Tana's best friend, so you were guilty by association, because I associate Tana with drama and deceitfulness and lies, probably because of the situation I'm in right now.
Oh God, I can't believe she bombed Tana like that with the receipts, girl.
Perfect example. Brooke, I am sorry that I don't remember meeting you all those times, but to be fair, you do look different every single time I see you. And that's no shade. I literally dyed my hair orange and burned off my eyebrows for a couple.
Yes, girl. But hey, now we know what happened to the eyebrows, okay? So she has a story behind the eyebrows. Thank God, because you were so pretty in this video. She's so pretty. The eyebrows were killing me. Okay. She's so pretty. She's a pretty girl.
And that's no shade. I literally dyed my hair orange and burned off my eyebrows for a couple months. So I look different every time somebody sees me too. This whole situation reminded me how much I hate this shit and the drama that comes with it, and reminded me why I took a couple years off to get my mind right. As long as my friends, my family, my boyfriend, my dogs, the people in my direct circle, as long as they know who I am, they know my soul, they know my character, that's all I really care about.
Talk your shit, Alissa. Talk your shit. You go, girl. Oh my God, this is the drama I've needed for months.
Okay, I'm ending the video, but I will say this. Listen, I understand everybody wants the tea.
Oh my God, you see how she leaned in? She's a fucking expert at this shit. Oh my God. Okay, we're going back. Did you see that lean in she did? Ooh.
Okay, I'm ending the video, but I will say this. Listen, I understand everybody wants the tea on what's going on in celebrity culture, specifically in Los Angeles.
Well, yeah, hello. Y'all have the best drama. Y'all just don't tell it too much.
But when you have to make up a story and fabricate an encounter, spread misinformation and slander somebody and speak as if something's fact, that can be so damaging and hurtful to somebody's mental health, not to mention their personal brand that they've worked so hard to build. So just be real, okay? Keep it classy. Don't spread lies and misinformation to make yourself look cooler, because newsflash, you look like a fucking idiot. All right, I'm done. Love you, bitches.
Okay, I gotta admit, especially with that still right there. I don't know if the war is over, but I will say, in this particular battle of Los Angeles, that's what we're calling this, the Battle of Los Angeles, all right? During this Battle of Los Angeles, I gotta say Alissa won. I think Alissa won this one. I really do. Because I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where'd you do it? This right here, that was the blow. She got her. I'm just saying, this was good quality tea drama. Now, hold on a second, because I got a receipt that was sent to me. Okay, hold on. FaZe Banks has entered the fray, ladies and gentlemen. FaZe Banks has entered the fray. Now, FaZe Banks has said, Tana is literally family, and Alissa is my ex-wife. Love them both to death. However, it would feel wrong not to speak on the recent drama. I saw firsthand exactly what Liz described life to be like in LA during this time. She makes valid points. Literally, there are random LA girls who I've slept with making TikToks about how Alissa was rude to them. No shit. I'm not proud of any of it. Alissa and I have been in a great place for years. She's definitely not perfect. None of us are, but she takes accountability she takes accountability for that here. Valid response to the mean girl narrative. Proud of her. Damn. He came out swinging for Alissa. Damn. Listen, men in my audience, okay? I probably lost half of y'all because we went through the girl stuff, all right? Yep, I did lose half of y'all, actually. Men in the audience, when girls are fighting, don't interject. That is the worst thing you can do. Because you know what you do when you interject? Like a real interjection. Not really that, but like a real interjection. They will stop fighting each other and they will both fight you. And you will go down. All right? Don't interject in a woman's fight. Don't do it. Okay? Let the women fight. Let them have their little, boxing match. So, just saying. I'm Xylie. I don't stay calm. I historically was a bitch, and it was on purpose.